Like here. Listen, your body is a very, very efficient machine. It can do a lot of work, burning very few calories. Your body is built for survival. It's built for famine. It's built to go very long periods of time without eating, which means you don't need to eat every few hours or worry about doing pre-workout, post-workout drinks. So, for example, you get to the gym and you go on some cardio machine and it says you burn 300 or 400 calories an hour, let's just say. What it doesn't tell you is you burn about half of that just by sitting on the couch doing nothing. So the amount you actually burn is much less than what you think it is. And at the same time, if you go eat a piece of cake or something, you can easily consume several hundred calories or a lot more. So it really doesn't make sense to think that you can just eat a lot of junk and just, I'm going to go to the gym and burn it off. See what I'm saying? And losing weight is 90% diet, 10% exercise. Obviously, there's a lot of benefits to losing weight with exercise because there's hormonal changes. It helps improve growth hormone, testosterone, and other fat burn mechanisms. And you also empty out the muscles of glycogen, and that allows any excess sugars that you might occasionally consume to get shuffled in the muscle. But understand that it's not the exercise that's going to help you lose weight. It's about how do you tap into the fat reserves in your body that you already have if you're a person who's overweight. And so what I suggest for people as a starting point is to consume 1/3 protein, 1/3 fat, 1/3 carbohydrate. And that's based on calories, not volume. There's other ideas about that, which I won't get into because it's beyond the scope of this video, but just understand that any extreme diet, whether it be high fat, high protein, high carbs, if you're going too high on one thing, it's going to be very unbalanced. And I can tell you this from my own experience of 30 plus years of playing around with different diets, that everybody's body is different. So some people will function a little bit better on a particular diet for a number of reasons: activity level, genetics, how much, what their body composition is, if they're overweight or if they're an athlete. So it will vary somewhat, but general starting point is about 1/3 of each. And one of the things I want to also bring up is this idea that if you eat less or lower calories, that your metabolism will slow down. And I can tell you right now that's BS. And you got to remember that the body is very, very efficient at storing energy. So you can go many days without eating, and as long as you are able to cycle it, your body can adapt to that. Okay, so the problem we have, especially in the US or in modern society, is people are consuming too much. So every few hours you're eating. So that's not speeding your metabolism up because you're eating more. All that extra food, extra nutrients, extra calories has to go somewhere. So if you don't cycle that by having periods of undereating or periods of rest or detox from food, your body never taps into reserves. And you basically just keep accumulating more and more fat and you can't get rid of it. So that's just one of the things I wanted to point out. So your body can lose fat with zero exercise. You heard that correctly, zero exercise. If you're eating less than what your daily caloric maintenance requirement is going to be, you will lose weight. That's just the general guidelines. All right, so just understand that you can't exercise your way into losing weight if you don't manage your diet. All right?